Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Research Council agrees to finance 41 proposed students' researches from various educational institutions. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry reveals that some companies manipulated one commercial activity available electronically with the aim to increase the number of expatriate workers. And more than 850 work contracts are registered electronically for Omanis at the site of the Ministry of Manpower in June. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President François Hollande of France on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan has also received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Tran Dai Quang of Vietnam in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his election as President of the Republic. 41 student research proposals were agreed by the Research Council to fund at a cost of 73,000 Omani Riyals as part of Student Research Support Program. Some 122 male and female students from various educational institutions are taking part in these research proposals. They are distributed on 6 research sectors, namely health and social service, environmental and vital resources, culture and social sciences, telecommunications and information systems, and education and human resources. Student Research Program aims to enable students to select and study topics as research projects using scientific methods and approaches to be implemented in various economic and service sectors. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry disclosed the details of an investigation it carried out with more than 300 new companies and 100 commercial registrations after it added commodity shipping and unloading activity during the last 4 weeks through Invest Easy portal. The ministry said in a statement that its investigation showed that the addition by these companies of the new activity was motivated to bring expatriate manpower, probably to be left working for their own or leased to other companies. The ministry said that the ministry, in cooperation with the Ministry of Manpower and the Royal Oman Police, started to follow up with the owners of these commercial registrations to check their actual motives and the nature of their work and its conformity with commodity shipping and unloading activity. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry affirmed the need to abide by regulations and around misusing the facilities provided through Easy Invest portal. The system was designed to be interactive and able to issue reports and statistics on a daily basis for all commercial transactions. More than 850 work contracts for Omanis were electronically registered via the website of the Ministry of Manpower during the period from the 20th to the 30th of June. The total work contracts electronically approved reached 872 of the total work contracts as per statistics issued by the Ministry of Manpower. The number of establishments which electronically approved their contracts amounted to around 300, topped by Security and Safety Services establishment. Meanwhile, the ministry carried out 1,376 inspection visits to work sites since the implementation of a ban this year on work during noon time starting from June to the 10th of July. Some 170 violations were detected during these visits. Legislation of Shura Council members to monitor government authorities' performance topped the discussions of the lecture which was held in Council of Oman for a number of officers who are studying in the Command and Staff College. The lecture discussed the roles of the legislature system in the Sultanate as well as development plans projects, the annual budget, and reviewing the State Audit Institution report. Still to come in our news bulletin. Following the Silk Route to Canton Port in China, the Oman Riders team passed through some cities of Kyrgyzstan.
هنا الرائحة العالقة بالذاكرة تأخذنا دهشة مختلفة لتبهرنا بجمالها الآسر حيث ملتقى الأسرة. امنح نفسك شغف التجربة، فهنا حكاية الجمال لا تنتهي. مهرجان صلالة السياحي 2016 من 15 من يوليو إلى 31 من أغسطس. عمان المحبة.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Oman Air stressed that its flight number WY216 from Trivandrum International Airport to Muscat International Airport has already took off to Muscat after making sure that there was no explosive materials found on board. According to Oman Air, Indian authorities said that the plane was thoroughly checked after airport authorities received a hoax call stating that there was a bomb on the Oman Air aircraft. It is worth mentioning that the flight took off after 77 minutes from its scheduled departure time. Oman oil price September delivery rose 84 cents to reach $44.33. The price of yesterday was $43.49. The average price of Oman oil July 2016 delivery has stabilized at $44.33 per barrel, thus $4.93 higher than June 2016 delivery. The total value of government treasury bills allotted for issue number 446 amounted to 67.5 million. A statement by Central Bank of Oman CBO today said that the average accepted price reached 99.794 for every 100 riyals. The treasury bills are short-term, highly secured financial instruments issued by the CBO on behalf of the government, which helps the licensed commercial banks to gainfully invest their surplus funds. Muscat Securities Market MSM General Index today added 66.6 points, comprising a rise by 1.14% to close at 5,915.46 points, compared to the last session, which stood at 5,848.89 points. The trading value stood at more than 2.38 million Omani riyals, comprising a decline by 28.45% compared to the last session, which stood at around 3.32 million Omani riyals. The report released by MSM pointed out that the market value rose by 0.4% to reach about 17.18 billion Omani riyals. Oman telecommunications company Omantel revealed today the company's preliminary unaudited financial results for the second quarter ended on June 30th, 2016. Group revenue recorded a growth of 5.9% to 271.6 million Omani riyals, compared with 256.6 million Omani riyals in the corresponding period of 2015. It achieved a net profit of 66.8 million Omani riyals compared to 61.3 million Omani riyals in 2015, an increase of 9%. Sales increased by 7.9%, while operating expenses recorded a decrease of 2.4% for the same period. The net profit is propelled by strong domestic performance, which witnessed an impressive revenue growth of 6.7%, contributed mainly by revenues from fixed and mobile broadband services and submarine capacity sales. Bank Muscat announced its preliminary results for the 6 months ended on June 30th, 2016. The bank posted a net profit of 90.47 million Omani riyals for the period, compared to 89.82 million Omani riyals reported during the same period in 2015, comprising an increase of 0.7%. The key highlights of the results for the period are as follows. The net interest income from conventional banking stood at 124.42 million Omani riyals for the 6 months of 2016 compared to 115.45 million Omani riyals for the same period of 2015, an increase of 7.8%. Before reaching the Canton port in China, the Oman Riders team visited through their journey some important cities in Kyrgyzstan which are on the Silk Road, such as Osh and Arkistan. 7 Omani adventurers from different parts of the Sultanate took part in the trip. The Oman Riders team motorbike trip, which took 35 days, was full of challenges and experiences with the aim to achieve many noble and human aims through meeting various nations and exploring different cultures. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar and its nearby mountains, with chances of intermittent drizzle and fog. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of cloud accumulation and scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate over the coasts of Sea of Oman, while on the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea it will be southwesterly moderate to active. Rest of the governorates it will be northwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be rough along the coasts of the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 5 meters and slight to moderate along the coasts of Sea of Oman with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Research Council agrees to finance 41 proposed students' researches from various educational institutions. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry reveals that some companies manipulated one commercial activity available electronically with the aim to increase the number of expatriate workers. And more than 850 work contracts are registered electronically for Omanis at the site of the Ministry of Manpower in June. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.